Hello creators! Today we're going to do two-point perspective. So I've got my trusty ruler here and we're going to try drawing some boxes in two-point perspective. So we're going to start with the horizon line. Pardon my arm in the way. And we're going to add our two vanishing points. I am labeling these so that you remember what they are. It's amazing how many people forget. So there's vanishing point number 1. Vanishing point number 2. I'm shortening this so we don't have to write the whole thing. So we're going to start with a center line. This is going to be completely vertical. Well, not completely vertical. That one's kind of messy. I should have used my ruler. Here we go. We'll fix it. But this should be at a 90-degree angle to the rest of the horizon line. So as you can see there, 90 degrees, sort of, mostly. We're going to start with this top point on our line, and we're going to pick one of our vanishing points. I like the left one first. And we're going to draw a line to that left vanishing point. Now notice how I'm holding my pencil. I'm holding the end of the pencil so that I don't draw too dark a line. I need to be able to erase this later if I don't want all of it. I'm lining this up with my vanishing points. That way I can make sure that these lines sort of fade off into the distance as they connect with that vanishing point. And again, holding my pencil at the end so that I don't press too hard on my paper, so I can erase just like that. Next, we're going to add another line. This is going to be our right wall. So I'm just going to slide my ruler over and then connect that top and bottom line with another line. This should again be 90 degrees. This is really bothering me. There we go. And we're going to do the left just like we did the right. We're going to connect that top line to that bottom line, and that's going to give us our left wall. We're just going to label this here, left wall, and our right wall, just in case you forgot which one's left, which one's right. This one's right. So left wall, right wall, but it looks kind of funny without a top. Right now we don't need these lines, so I'm just going to erase those. Give me a minute. All right, so these lines are mostly gone. Next, I'm going to connect the top of the left wall with the right vanishing point, or vanishing point number 2. So I'm going to start on the left, headed towards the right. All these other points are already pointed there, so we just need to make sure that that last point measures up. So we're going to connect left to the right vanishing point. That gives us the top of our roof. Starting on the left side, we're going to do the same on the right, connecting the right vanishing points to the left. You can see these 3 already do that. So this one's the only one left. We're just going to connect that point towards the left vanishing point. So that gives us the top of our building. That's the trickiest one, guys. The next couple are going to be a little bit easier because now you guys have the hang of it. Should go a little bit faster. So we'll just clean this up and we'll do another one. This time we're going to put our line directly on the horizon line. I'm going to label this box 1 so we don't get lost. So we're going to put this directly on the horizon line, right there. Now the top is already touching the horizon line, so I don't really have to work real hard to connect them to the vanishing points because they already are. So I'm going to connect this one towards the right and the bottom of this line towards the left. And once I get rid of my silly arrows here, then I connect the top, which as we mentioned is already there. And we want these to be at a 90-degree angle, just like we said before. So I'm going to keep my ruler parallel to the first line that I drew, and I'm going to connect the top and the bottom lines just like we did before so that we can get that left and right wall. We got the right one down, now we just do the left one. And that's our box number 2. See, that one was a lot simpler than the other one. Now the cool thing about this perspective is it doesn't matter if you have the paper right side up or upside down, it's going to look the same. We're going to put this box up in the air, so whether we're below the horizon or above the horizon, those two vanishing points are going to stay the same. We're still using 90 degrees, whoops, not 90%, 90 degrees as our guideline to make sure that it's standing up straight. And now when we connect this to our vanishing points, it's still going to work in perspective, even though this one's going to look like it's floating in the air. So we're going to connect the top to that right vanishing point. We'll connect the bottom and the top to the left vanishing point, just like we did the other one. Now we're going to draw those walls just like we did below. So we've got right, we've got left. And now instead of connecting the top, we're connecting the bottom. So we're going to connect that bottom left point with the right vanishing point, and that bottom right point with the left vanishing point. And we'll erase all of our stray lines. There we go. And now that's box number 3, floating in the air. Now if I turn this upside down, the perspective still works because we were using those vanishing points. So everything is still pointing to the same vanishing points regardless of which way you turn it. So whether it's right side up or upside down, it works. So we're going to try one more building. This time we're going to make a fancy building or a box. We're going to add some stuff to this one. So for those of you who are ready for something a little bit more complex and you're tired of drawing boxes or even looking at boxes, then this one's for you guys. We're going to add some extras to this one. So again, we start with the middle line. We're going to connect the top and bottom to the right and left vanishing points. There's that. And then we're going to use our ruler, make sure that it's parallel to that first line and connect the top and bottom. We'll do the same thing on the left. And if you don't have a ruler, even just a strip of paper works. You can connect that. As long as it's long enough that it can reach your vanishing points, you'll be in pretty good shape. So you could use a piece of cardboard or the edge of a book or whatever you have handy. So if you don't have a ruler, don't sweat it. We're not really measuring with this. So as long as you have a straight edge, you're good to go. Alright, so now we have a box just like we did before. Now we're going to add some extras. I'm going to put a doorway right here. So I'm going to decide where the top of the door is and then connect it to the bottom. And then you'll see I'm connecting it to my vanishing point on the right hand side because it's on the right wall. It's going to follow the same perspective as the rest of the right wall, which is of course connecting to the left the right vanishing point. Sorry, I was going to throw you off there. So if we want to make this look like we're walking inside of this space, then you'd connect it to the left, like I did with the bottom of the doorway there. If we want something on the left side of the wall, now we're using the left vanishing point. So it's kind of like we're using 1-point perspective at this point because we're only using that vanishing point because we're only connecting things on that side of the building. So if it's vertical, like this window space here, then it's going to go straight up and down at a 90-degree angle. If it's horizontal on one side of your structure, then it's going to follow the same vanishing point the rest of that side of that structure is using. If we want to make even more complex shapes, we can actually stack shapes on top of other shapes. So we have this box already built. Now if I want to build an awning over this doorway, say this is a commercial business of some kind, then we can build a box right next to this box so that they're attached. And we can build way more complex shapes and architectural structures using this same principle. So we're going to connect this little rectangle to this larger rectangle that we already built, and it's going to make it look like it's sticking out of the side of this building, attached to the building itself. So there we go. So now we could make this a marquee and put something on it. Maybe this is a movie theater. We'll just write movie right there. And you can, of course, add all kinds of extras as long as you're using those vanishing points. So if I wanted a walkway going straight from this movie theater to my house, I could build a sidewalk. I would just want to make sure that the lines in the sidewalk match up with the vanishing points so that it appears that it's in the same perspective as everything else. So if the ground line for my movie theater is going off to the right, then I also want to make sure that the sidewalk is doing the same thing. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today. I think that's probably enough note-taking for one day. Now it's your turn. You guys get to show me what you did. Make sure that you take a picture of your work and upload it to the Google Classroom. That way I can see what you did. Bye guys. Happy drawing.